Edinburgh's great rivals continue their battle in the Scottish capital.
Hearts have been deducted 15 points after entering administration.
Pat Fenlon's Hibs, they've lost yet again. The fans will make their presence felt. Edinburgh's fierce rivals go head-to-head, toe-to-toe. And Swinger got a little touch! Patalainen! It's there! Rudy Sketchel! Winning is everything. Losing really doesn't bear thinking about.
These days it's the biggest derby in the Scottish Premiership. We're at Tynecastle for the Edinburgh Derby. It looks best in high definition on 1HD or see it on your mobile using Sky Go. Week 2 of the season, and already this looks like a must-win for the Hibernian manager, and the burden was supposed to be on Hearts administration, and of course docked 15 points at the start of the campaign. Neil McCann, which of these sides is under most pressure?
It's obviously Hearts that are under the most pressure, David. Starting off the season minus 15 points, they can't afford to let teams get away from them, so I think they're under pressure to get a result and start calling those points back. But on the other side of that, I think Pat Fenlon is a manager under most pressure. I don't think he can afford to lose this match today.
Now, the average age of Hearts after they made 11 players redundant, 5 redundant and 6 more during the summer, is just 22. 22 years of age, 27 for Hibs. How does Gary Locke close that experience gap?
Well, what you get from youngsters is enthusiasm and a real hunger and desire. But what you also get is an inconsistency, David. So I think Gary needs to get maybe at least 7 or 8 of those youngsters playing at the very top of their game. And I'm including the subs within that, the guys that are on the field. So if he gets that, then he has a chance of winning the football match. I think Hibs are struggling at the minute. I think they're low in confidence. It sets it up for a very intriguing match.
It certainly does. Tynecastle is the perfect backdrop for a derby, for which our commentators are Andy Walker and Ian Crocker.
Edinburgh's arch rivals sure have some history. They first met 1877. It's personal, and it has been for quite a while. The Edinburgh Festival may be on the moment, but for the supporters of these two teams, this is the only show in town today. It is the 622nd Edinburgh Derby. Now that is a rivalry. Seven of the Hearts team are aged 21 or under, but everyone in the side has played in an Edinburgh derby before. Nottingham Forest are keen on Jason Holt. He'll play just off Callum Patterson. David Smith makes only his second start for Hearts. Former Rangers defender Danny Wilson has returned to Scotland from Liverpool. 10 of the starting 11 are Scottish, and Aussie Dylan McGowan has Scottish parents. This will be a experience for Fraser Mullen, who came through Hearts' youth system but left for Hibs this summer. 5 new arrivals get their first taste of an Edinburgh derby. Michael Nelson, Owen Tudor-Jones, Liam Craig, James Collins and Rowan Vine, who replaces impressive teenager Alex Harris. He's out for a few months, and even at 18 will be missed. The 6 outfield subs for Hearts are all 20 or older, continuing that theme. Jamie Walker, probably the most promising of them. Hibs sub Ross Caldwell scored a stunning winner here in May. Jordan is available after suspension. Fraser Mullen lasted only 38 minutes before injury curtailed Edinburgh derby debut last season, but that was for Hearts. He simped swap sides and colours. Not so long ago, Danny Wilson had the Glasgow derby on his mind, didn't we all? Now he's starring in the Edinburgh version. It's Craig Thompson's 6th Edinburgh derby. That's more than most of the players. Gary Locke only lost 1 Edinburgh derby as a player. Can he record his first win as a manager? Pat Fenlon must be feeling the heat just now. A defeat today does not bear thinking about. The stakes seem higher than ever in this derby, although sadly, because neither team is in great shape. But whoever gets the season going today will have their spirits lifted, their morale boosted, and perhaps a bit of belief installed. What a difference a win will make.
Well, it's a fabulous atmosphere, Ian. I think it grabs you immediately. I think the surface is absolutely terrific. And it'll be really interesting just to see how both sides handle it. The experience of this Hearts group. And of course the more experienced Hibs players that are on view.
Here's Danny Wilson, the new Hearts captain. Hearts starting the season on minus 15 points after entering administration, but they were allowed to push through a permanent move for Danny Wilson in Liverpool. Hibs humiliated 7-0 at home by Malmo in Europe, so both teams in urgent need of a major pick-me-up. Fraser Mullen facing his former club not too long after leaving them. Rowan Vine, who was suspended against Motherwell last week. Mackay had to come across because James Collins was lurking.
Yeah, he's not taking any chances there. That's the loose head defending.
Fraser Mullen up against quite a few of his pals. Came through the Hearts new system with Ryan Stevenson starting on the left of midfield today, presumably to give Mullen a hard time. As usual in this compact arena, it's a terrific atmosphere. Hattie's cross will be comfortably collected though by Ben Williams. He's immediately looking for James Collins, who put in a good shift against Motherwell last week, but was a rather isolated figure. Up front. Gowan's throw. Hibs did manage a rare win here at the end of last season, but 36 years have passed since they last won on back-to-back trips to Tynecastle. Vine. Jamie Hammond in the midfield role again, as he was at St Johnstone last week, allowing Dylan McGowan to play it right back.
Yeah, and it's important, the role of Jamie Hamill today. He has to show his experience, he has to show his composure. He's right in the thick of the middle of midfield, and he will dictate most of the play for Hearts this afternoon.
Lewis Stevenson keeping his place ahead of Ryan McGibbon. McGowan, the only non-Scot in the team, although his parents are Scottish. David Smith, perhaps a surprise selection for Hearts, only his second start. He's got a free.
Yeah, it's a clear foul. I think it will be an interesting afternoon for the referee, Craig Thompson. I think this, despite the atmosphere and the rivalry between these two, it's not often you see red cards. But he did give one out of a cup final not so long ago.
Launched by McGowan. Away by Michael Nelson. Hibs still without their injured captain, James McPake. It's off the head of Mackay, but it's fallen kindly to Robertson. Craig. Hit there by Hamill. Seemingly. Smith. Up towards Callum Patterson, but it'll veer away from him.
Yeah, Patterson absolutely needs the right type of service if Hearts are to be effective today. He's a lone striker, he's got hold in behind him, but that type of service, I think, Hibs will be happy to deal with that all afternoon.
And last season's Edinburgh derbies were mostly drab affairs, only 6 goals in the 5 meetings. Let's hope both teams have a right go today. Their suffering supporters due a cracking derby. McCarthy, Wilson.
Again, Danny Wilson trying to find Wilson, but it has to be better. You have to give that lone striker the chance to try and compete for a ball.
His aim towards James Collins, but Danny Wilson knocks it back. Robinson. Done by Ryan, and McCarthy has caught him. It's a free kick.
Well, again, it's another 50-50. McCarthy certainly catches Vine, but he takes it well. He's up on his feet quickly, and he'll be looking to get in the thick of things here. In terms of an aerial strength, you've got Vine up there and Collins. Decent opportunity, any sort of tackle hits.
It's left by Mullen and Stevenson for Robertson, but it's straight through to Jamie McDonald. Gratefully received.
That's really poor. So much talent in the box. Scott Robertson putting a really awful ball into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Vine. The man down, that's why Jamie McDonald did that. And he doesn't stay down without a reason. And this will be a concern for us, who obviously have a small squad.
Well, I just wonder if it's his medial ligament here. Yeah, it's opened up his medial ligament there, and I'm just looking at his reaction, Ian, and the fact that he's squealing there, holding his knee. I just wonder if they've opened that up. Looks a really sore one.
Well, at 28, he is the oldest in the squad. Ryan Stevenson, so no wonder Lock looks a bit worried alongside Billy Brown, who's back at Hearts. Of course, had a spell at Hibs as well. We're kind of more used to seeing him in Hearts colours, just helping out at the moment.
I think they're already thinking, if he doesn't make it, what do we do? And I'd imagine they'd try and bring Jamie Walker on. But hopefully Ryan Stevenson can make it, can shut this off. It didn't look too good at the point of impact.
Yes, compared to most on the field today, he's fairly experienced in the Edinburgh Derby stakes. And it would be a major blow if Hearts were to lose him so early. It doesn't look great, but he'll have a go. He's that sort. Stevenson hoping he'll be able to resume. No, he's gone down again. It already looks like game over for Stevenson.
That's
Or
a great
Ryan
pity.
Stevenson, rather.
Sorry, and just a great pity. I mean, he came off and walked, but as soon as he broke into a jog, you could feel that jarring pain. There's a challenge again. Vine going for just a block challenge. It's the type of challenge you do every day in training. But he's come off really bad on that one. Great pity for Hearts.
Jamie Walker is getting ready. Not a bad lad to bring on mine. He can influence games, only 20. Hearts Young Player of the Year last season. But having said that, I suspect Ryan Stevenson would have been a key player for Hearts.
Yeah, not only his ability on the ball and set pieces, I think even in a sort of diagonal ball, I think Hearts were looking to try and expose the likes of Mullen and Stevenson, the full-backs.
The oldest player in the Hearts squad. It's lasted 10 minutes. Jamie Walker will come on. One of 6 Hearts players in the under-21 squad, playing down in England this week. And just for a moment, told him to sit down. Stevenson will be to continue. The doctors come to see him. Here's Hanlon. Now Nelson. Turned away from Holt. Stevenson actually wants to try and continue. He has returned. But for how long? Smith, Holt, McHattie, goes down by Robertson, and Kevin Thompson. Scott Robertson was quickly upon him.
I think the service from both sides, from back to front, has been really poor so far. I think we need a wee bit more composure in the passing, and you would imagine that Hibs are more equipped, better equipped, just with the experience that they have, just to try and get the ball under control, a bit more controlled.
Ryan Stevenson may have come back off. He is going to have to trudge off shortly. Yep, Jamie Walker about to join us. It never looked likely, really, that he would be able to continue. Guarded by Nelson. And here comes that change. It just wasn't going to happen. Ryan Stevenson. And Jamie Walker is on to play a longer part than he would have imagined. But he has showed plenty of promise so far in his career. Wilson won that. Tudor Jones, fouled by Holt. Here is Lewis Stevenson. Tip back from Craig. Vine. Walker involved. Tudor Jones. Away by Mackay. Foul by Callum Patterson. So Derby yet to settle into any rhythm. Often be the way in derby matches. Smith takes over. Now McGowan, the Hearts fans encouraged as they surge forward. Walker shadowed by Stevenson. younger brother of Ryan, who left Hearts last season. He's been here 3 or 4 years now, coming through the system. Thompson, Mullen, Dude on his return to Tynecastle. Mullen again, over towards Collins, away by McGowan.
It's just that ball again, Ian, from back to front, trying to move it forward. That's a better pass. Now Hibs can get even a throw in the last third. That's what you need to try and do.
Craig, Jamie Hamill, that should have gone his way. Lewis Stevens' throw. Vine's return, offside. And the ball, it was given offside actually. Lewis Stevenson's okay, but sadly for Hearts, Ryan Stevenson isn't. A frustrated figure. David Smith, McHattie. Cleared by Robertson, but only to Hamill, who spreads it to McGowan. Craig closing in. Hamill. Hanlon making his presence felt, but it is a Hearts throw. Walker. Got his cross in.
Yeah, it's encouraging. Just a bit too near the goalkeeper Williams.
Thompson, away by Hamill.
Yeah, Jamie Hamill's absolutely furious that Craig Thompson, the referee, got in his way, trying to compete for that ball.
Oh, Jamie, I'm surprised he didn't take him out. Robertson. Had to slip Mullen in, but McHattie saw that coming. It was a foul anyway. Fenton beaten in 5 Edinburgh derbies last season after that 5-1 thrashing in the cup final of 2012. They'll be rather eager to maintain that unbeaten run against Hibs City rivals. Hanlon grappling with Patterson. Now for Stevenson. Liam Craig. Gowan sends that into the stands. Lewis Stevenson will take the throw. Jamie Hamill tidying up. Patterson up against Hanlon. Free kick for Hibs.
Patterson just has to try and be as strong as he can without the use of the arms and that grappling.
Jason Holt. Stevenson. Liam Craig. McGowan. Oh, that's an error. Collins unable to progress. He won't do now either because that's a free kick. Fouled by Scott Robertson. McHattie. Smith. Stevenson. Scott Robinson, who missed the last few months of last season. Happy to be back playing. Only 21 himself, but he seems to have been around a lot longer than some of the other young in this Hearts team. Gowan's throw in towards Patterson, just went over Walker's head. David Smith makes himself available. McGowan has secured a corner, and that will encourage Hearts hugely.
Yeah, it allows the likes of Danny Wilson to go up. And Hearts have got players with a really good delivery. It will be a test for the Hibs defence.
It's the first corner of the Edinburgh derby. Out the way, lads. It's McHattie to take it. Smith. Robinson lost his way somewhat. Collins. Mullen. Vine was offside. Couldn't make a move. Robertson with a forceful challenge on Scott Robinson. He wants a word.
Yeah, and I think that's all it will be. He's coming in from the side. I think it's that scissors movement with the left leg. Craig Johnson just asking him to calm down, trying to keep the lid on things. Discipline is so important for both sets of players this afternoon.
Into the sky by Michael Nelson. McHattie.
Well, neither side have settled down and got any sort of controlled passing yet. They're not into their rhythm. And I think sometimes it takes a bit of bravery in to get on the ball, to try and show a bit of composure and make sure the pass you're playing finds a teammate, even if it's a short one.
Hamill, Robinson, McHattie. Vine, Collins chasing. Wilson aware. Safety first. Another throw for Fraser Mullen. Vine ready to receive. Hamill. Robinson. Now Holt. But he ran into Hanlon. Holt is hurt at the moment. Nelson happy to deal with it. It's offside anyway.
them pulling out, both sliding in. Can't blame Hamlin there. Craig Thompson right behind it. It's a 50-50 challenge. You've got to accept that sometimes players come together and they might get hurt. But nothing still there.
Away by McGowan. Kevin Thompson charges onto it though. Actually, this looks quite bad for Hamill, I think. And the first real point of the derby is happening. It didn't look very good for Jamie Hamill, this. He was flattened immediately. And hasn't moved since.
Yeah, I think it was Kevin Thompson busting through where Jamie Hamill was. I don't know how badly he's caught him.
But he looked like he was out for the count initially.
Well, you can see here it's a loose ball and he's put his head down just to try and help it on. Kevin Thompson comes in and certainly it looked as though he knocked him out, but again, hopefully he'll be able to recover quite quickly.
Hearts in the walls. And Stevenson off injured. Other experienced outfield campaigner. Jamie Hamill requiring treatment now. It really has been a stop-start Edinburgh derby. Whilst Hamill was down, and thankfully he looks all right. There was a skirmish over on the far side, and I think Rowan Vine and Scott Robinson were the players shown a yellow card.
It's an interesting one. The referee keeping the ball in play there.
Thankfully, Jamie Hamill's okay, it seems. Vine intercepted by Wilson. Scott Robertson with a late challenge on Wilson.
Well, Danny Wilson trying to play a pass out, certainly was nowhere near a teammate. Again, Scott Robertson has to be careful.
Well, Rowan Vine and Scott Robinson were the players yellow carded.
Yeah, Craig Thompson had already blown for a free kick, but it's the fact that they come together, a bit of jostling, a bit of pushing, and it's okay for Craig Thompson just to try and calm it all down with the use of yellow cards there.
And Vine, who left St Johnstone Hibs, although it might have left his razor in Perth by the look of it. David Smith. Walker.
Really good cross from David Smith on the left-hand side. I thought it was into a really good area at the back post. No one there to take advantage.
McGowan's throw. Holt with a hefty return. Well, the yellow cards have come out. Almost half an hour gone in what's been a pretty scrappy Edinburgh derby so far.
Well, Hibs are the more experienced side. I'm surprised we haven't seen the likes of Tudor Jones, Scott Robertson, Kevin Thompson in that midfield. Full of experience. Get it down and play. Try and frustrate your opponents and build some passing movement.
Hamill gets a second go at it. And Jamie Walker deliver a calm. Craig Thompson has overruled his assistant and given a goal kick.
It's a game that's crying out for experience. And you look at the contrast in both starting 11. Hibs are full of experience, should be more controlled in their passing. They should be able to get it down, knock it around.
Hanlon, Thompson, Stevenson. Vine chasing this, except it's drifting out. Well, later you could see Hibs fan Andy Murray in the doubles final of the Montreal Masters. It's from 5:30 today on Sky Sports 4. Hanlon for Stevenson. The Nottingham Forest manager, Billy Davis, is at Tynecastle. Forest keen to sign Holt, not offering enough money at the moment. Davis watching him again today. Alan Patterson has taken a sore one now.
Now you see Nelson. Again, it's a 50-50 ball. I think Craig Thompson's got that one right too.
Wilson's header inadvertently set up Craig. Rowan Vine. It's a routine stop from McDonald.
A bit more encouraging for Hibs. They've got a shot away that's on target.
Well, that was actually the first attempt on goal. It's taken over half an hour for either of these sides to muster one up. McGowan, Robinson, Hattie, Smith. Hamill. McGowan in here. Stevenson toiling. Patterson. Corner.
Well, a hand goes up from Hanlon. He realises his mistake out here. I think once Stevenson actually who misses out in that left back area. That's the type of incident that can give your opponent so much encouragement. Hearts haven't been in the game at all.
Wilson not allowed to get near it. Nice kick from Walker. David Smith maintaining interest. Decent delivery, in fact. It's come back to him, but he'll...
He's done that a couple of times now, going down the outside on the left and getting really decent cross into the box.
Hattie, Smith. Hamill. Hit them as well. Hamlin blocked it. Trying to force the issue. And that's a foul by Robertson, who's definitely going to get a yellow card for a series of offences. If not just that.
Yeah, I think you can see from the Hibs players there, they're saying to Craig Thompson that he won the ball. I think the problem is that he came right through his opponent. And as you saw with Craig Thompson, it's the amount of challenges that he's made. He's very rash there. Now, what can Hearts do in this position?
Jimmy Hamill can certainly pack a punch. deciding what to do, although in truth they probably already know. 10 minutes to half-time. Not many sights of goal in the Edinburgh derby so far. But this is a big chance for Hearts. Jamie Hamill sticks with Williams. Just
Well, the beauty of that save is he actually keeps it so close to his body. Takes a little nick off the wall. I think it was Liam Craig. You see there, he's just driving it low. Takes that nick off Liam Craig. Ben Williams does so well to gather it at the second attempt.
Stevenson coming together there between Walker and Craig. Stevenson progresses. McGowan with a strong challenge.
You're getting a bigger cheer this afternoon for a strong tackle rather than a really good pass.
There'll be more of the tackles. It's a foul by Tony Wilson and James Collins. And Hibs have a free kick of their own.
Really good use of his body here, Collins. Just getting his arms out there. Silly challenge to make from Danny Wilson, and again it's such a promising position.
Yeah, well, Liam Craig has done it from here before. Always an effective performer for St Johnstone. Craig focused. Craig's effort, similarly saved by McDonald, a little easier for him than it was Williams at the other end.
Everyone back for Hearts, and you just have to build from the back now, see if they can get the pass game going.
Hoisted by Hamill towards Smith. Hooked away by Mullen. McCarthy will take this throw. Jason Holt offers. Holt again. Over the head of Walker and Patterson. Talking of meaty tackles. A few in Edinburgh derbies. Now at Rangers. Scored in their victory yesterday. Smith.
Even the fullback's not wanting to get on the ball. It's just going to be a long one. Makes it 50-50 immediately.
Robinson should pounce on that. Holt. Hamill. Linking up with Holt. Hamill takes on the shot.
Much better from Holt. That's a bit of composure in a really tight situation. Just exchanging one or two passes with Jamie Hamill.
Glanced on by Collins. Handball, Rowan Vine. Alan Archibald's Partick Thistle have made a good start in the top flight. Big win at Ross County yesterday. And next up for them, it's a home match against Hearts. It's coming Friday. And of course, Hearts will have a few players away with Scotland's under-21s as well, which might suit Alan. Holt. for free kick. Hearts.
Yeah, one of the experienced players on the Hibs side, Fraser Mullen. Rash challenge. His opponent's going nowhere. Putting his team under pressure here.
Well, David Smith has delivered a couple of hard decent deliveries so far. Can somebody get on the end of this? It's intriguing from Smith. It was McGowan who actually made contact. Corner now. Michael Nelson making up with the ball boy. Holt. Brushed off Stevenson. Williams got a fist to it. Retrieved by Wilson. Brad Mackay still in the box. Ian Craig helping out his defence to block Walker's route. McHattie. And that's another free kick. That's a foul by Owen Tudor-Jones.
Well, Tudor-Jones is claiming that McHattie looking for this one. Good speed. He's just cutting inside from Tudor-Jones here. He's looking for the foul and the referee's bought it.
Well, McHattie with his left foot might well fancy this. Now he dealt with Jamie Hamilton's free kick. Not long back, Ben Williams. Will another be heading his way, this time from McHattie? Kevin McHattie. Plenty of power, but off target ultimately.
Yeah, you say plenty of power, just can't control it. You've got to try and work the goalkeeper at the very least.
Vine. Kevin Thompson decides to go for goal. He's kidding us a bit.
I think he could take more responsibility, Kevin Thompson. He's got so much experience and he can surely try and dictate the pace of the game this afternoon.
Pine turns it to Stevenson. Pine was actually taken out. It'll be a free kick for Hibs.
Yeah, Craig Thompson, I think, gave it a second or two just to see if Hibs had any sort of advantage. They didn't, so he's entitled to pull that back.
Time approaching at Tynecastle. Liam Craig over the free kick. Craig's cross met by Hamill. Patterson could be first to this. Surely going to be a yellow card for Fraser Mullen. He'll be summoned to Craig Thompson.
These fouls are so needless. That's just inexperience from Fraser Mullen.
Third Hibs player to be booked.
He's very keen to impress, of course, up against his former side. Absolutely no need to make that type of challenge to your opponent in the opposite half.
There will be 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half due to the various stoppages that we have had. Holt. Gowan. Nice throw. Holt. McGowan. Mullen is keeping a close watch on Smith there. Here's Kevin McHattie. Kevin Thompson having none of him. A decent pass that for Craig. Owen Vine is begging for it over on the left. Patterson. Hanlon. Stevenson. Thompson. Robinson pounces. Patterson ahead of him, but it's stopped by Hanlon. Thompson trying to keep a lid on this in injury time. Well, there's going to be more cards coming out here. Callum Patterson. A card anyway.
Well, Patterson ran about 4 or 5 yards to try and get involved with Kevin Thompson there. And I think he might have been angered earlier on. You see, there was an incident with Kevin Thompson when McHattie took this forward. Look at the action here of Kevin Thompson. Craig Thompson sees it. He's right in front of him. The Hearts supporters in front of him were looking for action to be taken there.
Well, everyone's been committed, but then you'd expect that in a derby. Chances, however, have been extremely limited. Just a few shots in anger at the break in the Edinburgh derby. It's 0-0.
That is Arthur's Seat, which towers above Scotland's capital. And unless you've got a head for heights, the only place to be in Edinburgh today is down in Tynecastle, down in Gorgie, at Tynecastle Stadium, where the Edinburgh derby is being fought out between Hearts and Hibernian. It's 0-0 at half-time. Neil, it's been typical derby fare. How did we get a winner in this game?
Well, I think the quality of service up to the front two of Hibs needs to be a lot better. Andy said it needs to be a lot more composure on the ball from a Hibs point of view. And from a Hearts point of view, I really do feel that they need to take more of a goal. I just wonder how long we'll see before Gary Luck makes a change and brings young Dale Carrick on, a natural striker for Hearts to partner Callum Patterson. I think that's what needs to happen for both sides, but we just haven't been treated to any sort of real quality football at all. Very little chances. It's finally balanced for the second half, but both sides need to take more risk.
We mentioned before the game that Hearts have an average age of just 22. Their oldest player, 28, Ryan Stevenson, was taken off injured, which of course has affected the game plan that you spoke about there. Should the referee Craig Thompson have taken action against Rowan Vine for the tackle that led to that?
Yeah, well, listen, at real speed,
injury.
this looks like a 50-50, but look at the slow-mo here. Look at Rowan Vine. That is over the ball for me. He's caught Ryan Stevenson late. It might not be high, but he's certainly over the ball. He's gone over the ball there, and that is a real sore one. Look at this again in slow motion. Stevenson fully focused, wins the ball. Vine doesn't for me. I think Vine's protecting himself. It might not be going high, but he's showing his studs. And look at Ryan Stevenson, he's in a lot of pain. Has to leave the field of play, and that could be a real nasty injury.
Is it a red card? Should it have been?
Well, yeah, if we see, if Craig Thompson sees what we've just witnessed there, That'll be a red card.
Okay, it's a tousy old Edinburgh derby here. Remember, the managers are under real pressure. Hearts are 15 points behind the rest of the pack at the start. And of course, Pat Fenlon, so much speculation about his future after that 9-0 aggregate defeat in Europe. The second half is next. Next weekend, live only on Sky Sports, the very best of the English Premier League games in the first week of their season, starting with a new programme, Saturday Night Football, Swansea against David Moyes, Manchester United. That's at 5 o'clock on Saturday night. Super Sunday has Crystal Palace against Tottenham from 12:30, followed by the return of Jose Mourinho and Chelsea against Hull at 3:30. And the Monday Night Football is a cracker too, with Manchester City under new management as well against Newcastle. Sky Sports 1 at 7 o'clock on Monday. And here in the Scottish Premiership, it's goalless at the interval here in the Edinburgh derby. Neil, we said before the game that teams really need this for their different reasons.
Yeah.
Which team wants it most or has shown they want it most?
Well, I don't know if you can quantify, because both sides should want it equally. But we'll soon find out who does want to go and grab it. And I mean that by who wants to take a bigger risk and what they've shown already in the first half. Maybe Hibs might make a substitute. But I think Gary Lock needs to take more of a risk and get someone up there to partner, get some supply into the box, because so far it's been badly lacking.
Great tension, great atmosphere in the action. Ryan McGivern, you can see there, is about to come on. Let's find out details of that substitution and join our commentary team of Andy Walker and Ian Crocker.
Yes, Ryan McGivern is coming on in place of the former Hearts rookie, Fraser Mullen, who was one of 5 players booked in the first half. Lewis Stevenson is going to switch to right back. Well, it's goalless, but it's been far from soulless. However, 2 of the last 3 Edinburgh derbies have finished 0-0. More of the same so far. Both sides hoping to offer a little bit more in this second half. McGivern involved straight away, earning a free kick. Five yellow cards issued already by Craig Thompson. There's only been 1 red card in the last 10 Edinburgh derbies. That was Pa Kujabi in the 2012 Scottish Cup final. McGivern takes it. One by Mackay. Collins is offside. Gary Lock's best laid plans upset by that early injury to Ryan Stevenson, who we hear has quite serious ligament damage. Hearts can ill afford too many injuries, especially to their most experienced campaigner. Brad Mackay. Nelson, Stevenson. Wilson. Hold for Walker. Stopped by McGivern.
Came about with the composure of Danny Wilson, taking that ball on his chest, stepping forward and making a penetrating pass.
Jamie Hamill penalised for a foul on Liam Craig. Hearts rankled by that.
Hamill is furious. He thinks he got the ball cleanly there. Looking for a bit of guidance from the linesman.
Kevin Thompson. Up towards Collins. James Collins screws it in. Decent opening.
I think Brad Mackay just has to be careful. Just getting to the side of Collins there, and he pulled his shot wide. I think that physical battle is one that he relishes, James Collins.
Hibs 2-1 win here at the end of last season, ended a run of 13 league derbies without a victory. They did knock Hearts out of the cup last season. Kevin McHattie. Jason Holt. McHattie. And Tudor Jones, who joined Hibs after his contract expired at Inverness Cali Thistle. Cali Thistle may have lost some players, but they have made a 100% start to the Scottish Premiership. Liam Craig.
It's the most vital area of the pitch. Just that forward area. You've really got to try and get better service to your front players than that.
Shake off Michael Nelson. Hattie. Hanlon. Head of Patterson, who fouled him anyway. A hard shift for Patterson. Been a tough few weeks for Pat Fenlon. His team embarrassed by Malmo in Europe. Stevenson. Vine. He's away from McHattie. Vine. Here's Hanlon. Now McGibbon. His first appearance of the season after a knee problem. McGibbon, who has made a permanent move to Hibs from Manchester City after being on loan last season. By Vine. Away by Wilson. McGowan. Holt. Stevenson.
I think they have to realise sometimes, these Hibs players, you don't have to go forward if there's nothing on. You can use your composure, just turn away and start again, try and come out the other side.
Kevin McHattie will take this throw. Only 20, but already playing in his 6th Edinburgh derby. Jason Holt looking to make it happen. McHattie's cross is blocked by Robertson. Hamill. Holt. Tudor Jones cover. Hamill struck it really well, but Ben Williams watched it all the way.
Yeah, that was a marvellous attempt. Difficult ball to take. Bouncing slightly, catches it so sweetly. That's best effort of the match, that one.
David Smith just in ahead of Scott Robertson, but Lewis Stevenson onto this. Robinson, McGibbon, Craig, McGibbon, Vine, Craig.
Slightly more promising for Hibs was the fact that it fell so perfectly to him, Liam Craig, that he had a first-time attempt at goal there. No surprise that the possession is 50-50. I don't think we've seen a lot of bravery from these players, and by that I mean getting on the ball, showing a bit of composure and trying to make some passes. That's the way you'll unlock your opponent. Get a bit of width to and get some crosses into the box.
Here's Stevenson showing his versatility again. Did play it right back against Malmo as well. Ryan McGibbon. Robertson arriving.
Yeah, Danny Wilson just making sure he doesn't get this cleanly. McGibbon has made an impact. He's got forward a couple of times, getting some balls into the box. He's another one that adds to Hibs' weight of experience.
Smith. Hamill. Hattie has Walker ahead of him down the left now. Not too easy for Nelson. James Collins looking to latch onto this, but Jamie McDonald's having it and releasing Dylan. Hattie has caught Robertson.
Hattie can't quite believe it. Strong reaction from the Hearts bench as well, but he did take a heavy touch there, and Scott Robertson was right onto it. Certainly got the ball, McHattie.
So sadly for Hearts, it seems that Ryan Stevenson is facing a lengthy spell out with ligament damage. Stevenson dealing with Walker. Hanlon. McGibbon. James Collins has showed himself. Here he is, ready to return it to Craig. Jamie Hamill intervenes. Got the ball.
Yeah, excellent from Hamill there. Really that so well.
McGowan. Robinson. It's a foul by Kevin Thompson.
Kevin Thompson, I'm sure, is having a laugh with Scott Robertson here. He doesn't think that was a foul. The game's been dominated by niggly fouls, by strong challenges. I'm just waiting for someone just to try and get a grip of the game. Try and ensure that their team can dominate for a spell.
Yes, we could do with some football breaking out. Brad Mackay takes the free kick. Robinson gets it back from McHattie. Walker. Holt. Robertson has released Liam Craig here. Jamie Hamill is tearing towards him. McGiven. Roberts. Stevenson. McHattie. Walker over there with him. Nelson playing a dangerous game. Kevin Thompson will get a free kick.
No surprise that the game has been broken up again with a needless foul, niggly foul. Certainly understanding that both sides are desperate for the points. Having lost last week in the opening weekend of the season, there's nothing better than a derby win.
McGiven. Collins. Craig. Thompson. Robertson.
Well, I wonder if Pat Fenlon will try and make a change, try and bring one of his young players on. Danny Handling is one who's got a bit of skill and ability. He's got a lovely first touch. Just wonder whether we might see Ross Caldwell. He's had a winner here before.
Right on cue, there is going to be a change, but it looks like it'll be Tom Taiwo. Collins. Stevenson. It's way over the head of Vine and Craig. Miserable. An hour played. Tom Taiwo receiving instructions, and Jimmy Nicholl, who's on board at Hibs now as Pat Fenlon's assistant. Vine. It's a poor pass to Collins, but he will get to it. Jamie Hamill is going to be next to go into the book, and that levels it up on yellow cards. 3 apiece.
Well, he does well to keep it in. You'll understand Jamie Hamill, he's got too much experience in my book to get involved in a silly challenge like that.
Craig ready to take this. Away by Patterson. Collins sends it wide.
It's the right idea from Collins, because when the ball from Robertson falls to him, I think Robertson does well just to control this side foot volley. He's trying to curl it into that back post, but can't quite get enough bend on it to bring it back towards the target.
Collins, who did score 18 goals for Swindon last season, he does have an eye for goal. Would rather hope he would as a striker. Scott Robertson is making way. Tom Taiwo on to freshen up that midfield to add some energy just past the hour mark of this Edinburgh derby.
Well, let's hope he can get on the ball, see if he can play a bit of passing, short and long. He's got a decent range.
It's gone out for a Hibs throw. McHattie will take this, and Walker available. Jamie Hamill Walker, Hamill, claimed handball against Stevenson, who was pretty close to the ball and seemed to have his arms by his side. Judah Jones away to McGibbon, and a chance for a Hibs break. Thompson, Collins, Vine, it's James Collins! Another opportunity squandered.
Yeah, it was well worked. The two physical players showing what they can do on the deck. Vine setting up Collins here, and he tries to cut inside. Again, can't quite work the goalkeeper enough.
Hammond. McGibbon. Dylan McGowan now. Let's come back and bounced off him.
Got Lewis Stevenson involved in a big claim from the Hearts supporters earlier. Hamill inside the box. It's not deliberate. Can't give a penalty for that.
High boot from Collins. Two former Hearts managers watching on, Craig Levine and Jim Jeffries. McGibbon. Hamill. Shout from Michael Nelson. Collins did well. Vine returns it to him. Now Liam Craig. Taiwo waiting for a cross. He made contact, but not the kind of contact he would have wished for.
Well, Hearts were almost punished there with a mistake there from Danny Wilson. As soon as he lets that ball bounce, Hibs are all over it. I think it's a decent cross from Liam Craig. He can't quite get the height on it to allow Taiwo to go with the head, but it does get beyond to the back post. He can't guide it towards the target. Big chance for Hibs there.
McCarthy's throw. Away by Nelson. Michael Nelson, who won the League Cup in his time at Kilmarnock, left them in the middle of last season for Bradford. Quick return to Scotland. Robinson, cleared by Hanlon. McCarthy's cross, Craig screening his defence. Kevin Thompson moves in. Hamill sold Robinson a little short.
He's unlucky not to get away with that, Jamie Walker. I thought he was onto it quite sharply.
Michael Nelson will send this in the direction of Liam Craig, but also Dylan McGowan. McGibbon's throw. Fine, Craig, blocked by McCarthy. Nice idea though.
Yeah, excellent from Vine. Just his power and his strength, his ability to hold off Danny Wilson there that set up that chance for Craig.
Vine. McHattie giving Hibs no room to breathe, nor should there be in a derby match. Stevens throw, Vine. Danny Wilson. Top back by Nelson. High into the sky by McHattie. Lanced on by Hamill. Sent back by Stevenson.
It's just crying out for a bit of craft and guile, a bit of imagination, a bit of composure, ideally in that last third at either end.
Hibs have only scored 5 goals on their last 12 visits to Tynecastle. 2 of those came at the end of last season. Hearts on the prize, McGowan. Won by Nelson ahead of Patterson, but it is a corner for Hearts.
Well, they've not been forward too often in this half. This gives them a chance to get forward in numbers at least.
Kevin McHattie will take the corner. Ben Williams has got his eyes on it though.
Brilliant distribution from Williams there. Takes the corner cleanly and sets his team away.
Hearts are going to bring on another of their youngsters shortly, 19-year-old Billy King. Came on last week at St Johnstone as well. And his younger brother Adam is also at their club. And we are into the last 20 minutes of the Edinburgh derby. It remains goalless. But then it was hardly a fixture last season that was littered with goals. 5 tight affairs. Only just averaging a goal a game. Jamie Hamill returns it to McGowan. Snuffed out by Vine. McGowan does get a very good cross in. Patterson has met it. Hearts hit the front in the Edinburgh derby. Now that's the way to get your season going.
Absolutely brilliant cross from Dylan McGowan. That is what makes it for the striker. So much quality. Look at the ball as he gets it over. He goes on a slight overlap there, and look at the quality there to the front post. All it takes is a 2 or 3 yard sprint from Patterson. All of the pace is on the ball. He guides it towards the target, and it's past Ben Williams in a flash. It's a wonderful header from Patterson. He has been starved of service all afternoon. That's what it means to Gary Locke.
A goal from the heart for Hearts. And it's they who edge ahead on Derby Day in the Scottish capital. Now, how will Hibs respond to that? Tynecastle is rocking, 3 of it anyway. A test of character for these Hibs players.
Well, it's been a test of character for the Hearts young players, and they've kept themselves in it. They've come up with a piece of quality. They've got their noses in front. We're in for an interesting last 20 minutes or so.
Thompson.
I can only imagine that this is a huge 20 minutes for Pat Fenley. Either he makes another change or his players come up with something to show that they want to keep him in a job.
Well, one more change available for Hibs. Allen is a man under pressure. Hibs are behind in the Edinburgh. Ripped apart by Malmo in Europe. Beaten by Malmo last week. Hibs are toiling. They need a big response from their players. Launched by Stevenson towards Hanlon. Nelson. Sing along the hearts at the moment at Tynecastle. Hibs know they have to dig deep. Hearts on minus 15 points due to administration. It's a lot of catching up to do, but what a lift it will give them today, especially having lost Ryan Stevenson. Certainly long term to injury. Thompson. Taiwo. Thompson again. Goal kick.
No, I think it's been a really tough shift for Callum Patterson this afternoon. He's had absolutely nothing to feed on, but he just makes that 2 or 3 yard dash at the front post. But the quality of the cross is absolutely everything. All it needs is for him to get half a yard in front of Michael Nelson. Wonderful goal for him.
Delightful delivery from Dylan McGowan, and Callum Patterson just went and did the rest. Hibs are going to bring on Sam Stanton shortly, as they did last week. 19-year-old Edinburgh boy. Owen Tudor-Jones is going to make way. Quarter of an hour to go. His need is urgent. Flipped on by Patterson. Always going off target. Andy Murray won't be enjoying this scoreline, but he's probably preparing for the doubles final at the Montreal Masters, and you can see that on Sky Sports 4 today from 5:30. Hibs fans are gathered behind the goal they're attacking. They and he would like to see that net bulge. McGibbon. Fine. Corner. There is hope. This is actually Hibs' first corner of the contest. Craig will take it. Nelson. Hanlon went for it. Over and out.
Well, it's a deep cross, back post, I think. He does well to get it back into the danger area, but Hanlon just can't get enough on it. Too many bodies to come through and get a clean header, try and guide it towards the target. Once again, just that lack of quality in the final third for Hibs lets him down.
It sure is going to be a tense finale at Tynecastle.
I think when you consider the attempts on target, Hibs are clearly in front there. But they haven't done enough to work the opposite goalkeeper for me. They haven't come up with the one bit of quality that Hearts have shown.
Lewis Stevenson in a hurry, as is everyone in green and white. Hamill. Patterson. Away by Nelson. Hamill. Patterson. Callum Patterson's goal, decisive at the moment. Hearts hunting for a second though. Holt. It's gone behind Patterson, but Walker onto it.
It's a decent chance, Walker. Because once again, Hearts are working it into the wide area. They get a decent ball into the box. I know he's coming back to try and get onto it. If he's in top form, he can at least guide that towards the target.
Henry Locke relished these occasions as a player. Not sure he would have enjoyed the 90 minutes of this one too much, but that won't count for much if Hearts hang on here. He'll bring it, and he won't be alone. Returned by Nelson, and Rowan Vine is going to get to this. Collins was waiting for a cross, but Vine decided to go it alone.
Well, again, it's half a chance, and it's in the box. And once again, Hibs can't work the goalkeeper. The ball in behind, it's been lacking this afternoon. First time effort at goal, nowhere near the target.
Craig Thompson catching up here with Kevin McHattie. The 7th yellow card of this derby. There's another yellow card being shown there to Liam Craig as well.
Yeah, I think it was both of them collapsed to the ground here. You see Craig Thompson, he's just following play. I think once the two of them got up, there's just a bit of a grapple. And I think someone had drawn that to the referee's attention. I don't think he saw it himself.
So they were both booked, so that's 4 yellow cards apiece for either side. David Smith has been placed in the meantime, and Billy King, who was going to come on just before Hearts scored, has come on now.
I think Smith had a decent game. I liked the way he crossed it on the outside, his left foot. Saw him taking a dead ball with his right foot. Excellent crossing ability from David Smith, and wonderful opportunity for Billy King to come on and see out a potential victory for Hearts.
Vincent. Craig. It's off McHattie. Hibs desperately searching for an equaliser. It's their 4th game of the season and they haven't scored yet.
Well, it's poor stuff from Hibs. When you look at the 82 minutes so far, it's just the lack of chances. They haven't worked the opposite goalkeeper at all.
Stevenson's throw, Rowan Vine. It is a corner. Oh, how Hibs could do with something here. It's Liam Craig to take the corner. Nelson, goal.
I think Wilson does enough at the back post, again, to make sure that it's not a clean header from Nelson. He just leans into him. Once again, the potential Hibs to what the goalkeeper comes to nothing.
Not long left. But the Hibs fans won't want to even contemplate defeat yet. Hearts with so many youngsters, so many rookies, a limited squad. Yet they have the lead against Hibs.
You have to admire their spirit and their determination for hanging on in there at the very least. And of course, to get such a wonderful goal, that will give them all a lift.
A lot of the Hearts youngsters are actually fans of the club as well, which must make a difference. They've grown up dreaming of playing in these games. Scooped away by Holt, who was caught there by Thompson, shoved by Stevenson, Collins, Craig's by Mackay, Patterson, Taiwo, another collision there. Jamie Walker and Liam Cray. Free kick for Hibs. Just over 5 minutes to go. Stevenson takes it. Nelson crashing in. Hibs require a break in front of the goal. There's not been many of them. There might be now. Hanlon just poked away by McGowan. Hearts hanging in there. Not that they're particularly under a barrage. Hearts have showed the sort of spirit that will give them belief that they can make up those minus 15 points. Today would be a good time to start doing that with your capital rivals on your ground. Free kick for Hibs. Irks the Hearts fans. Somebody needs to step forward in green and white. Kevin Thompson floats it in. Nelson trying to get near it. Now Jason Holt got King in support. Thompson trying to hold him up. Billy King. Take a throw.
Excellent. That's all he needs to do. Buy his team a bit of time. No rush to take this throw in.
McGowan's throw. Patterson can't get near it. Will his goal give Hearts 3 points? Not just 3 points, it would mean a lot more to them as well. A statement of intent for the season of ahead. Nelson. McHattie. McHattie blocked as the seconds tick away by Stevenson.
Yeah, tough times for Pat Fenlon. Got to say, I expected much more from the team this afternoon. dominating in terms of experience, and there should be enough quality in that starting to make much more of an impact on this afternoon's proceedings.
If they do hang on here, the only downside for Hearts, that injury to Ryan Stevenson. Ligament damage, and it sounds serious. McCarthy. Walker. Hanlon has to send it away for a corner. This will do nicely for Hearts.
Again, excellent from Walker. Good skill, takes it to the byline. And I'm sure at this stage of the game, more than happy to settle for the corner. Run some more time down.
Well, there'll be no short corner in the last minute of the 90. We hear there's going to be 3 minutes added on. Walker delivers. McGowan, away by Nelson, only to Robinson. McGowan, who provided for the goal from this kind of position. Let that trickle out for a Hibs throw. Patterson. Billy King. It's another good cross, but Walker can't get to it. At least 3 minutes of stoppage time is confirmed. That's a foul by Michael Nelson on Jamie Walker, and that will do for Hearts as they while away the seconds.
Yeah, a great sense of anticipation from the Hearts supporters. My goodness, they're going to celebrate this one long and hard.
Just imagine what it would mean to Gary Locke and everyone of a Hearts persuasion. 15 points down at the start of the season. That's quite a game of catch-up. They're up for the game. Strong challenge from Taiwo. Still time for Hibs, but not much of it. Williams, the hit and hope. Danny Wilson went to meet it. Hibs scored a late winner on this ground in the last match that was played here at the end of last season. And the equaliser would certainly suit them now. Jamie Hamill will get a free kick. He's been here, there and everywhere. Taking a couple of knocks and all.
I think he's been this afternoon, shown real leadership qualities. Right in the heart of that end in the middle of the park.
Some Hibs fans are away. And they're waving them goodbye. Just not good enough from Hibs, but will they get one last chance to level it? We're in the final minute of stoppage time. Patterson with a hoof. He won it. He won his own hoof. Jason Holt making great strides there, forcing Ryan McGibbon into action. Here's Billy King. McGowan. King. Hearts just need to see it out, but Thompson intervenes. Hamill will latch onto that. Stoppage time almost up.